Okay, so I'm down here in Palmanova. I'm at the back of Son Matis Beach. I must say it's looking very busy over here this afternoon. Now, after all the rains that we've had over the past few days, you'd think it would be empty, but it's not. We're going to quickly pan the camera around. But the reason for my trip down here today is to show you what's new in Palmanova. I was only down here on Monday. I gave you my update from over here in the resort, particularly regarding accessibility to the beaches, regarding the boardwalks. But I've got news for you today, so let's go and check it out. So I'm right behind Son Matis Beach, and right in front of me here we can see some brand new boardwalks which are stacked up right in front of the beach, and they've started laying them down. Now that is really good news, and I can see that the boardwalks have actually been improved for this year. We've got brand new supply of them as well. I can actually smell the wood. So that's really good. But just looking right here on Son Matis Beach, we can see how busy it is. We've got lots of people down here today. As you know, the storms that we've had over the past 48 hours have made international news. You can check out a video I made about it as well. But it looks like the boardwalks and the accessibility to the beach is now all coming together down here. So you may remember in my video that I mentioned that it would take up to 2 weeks for these boardwalks to be put down on the beaches over here in Calvia, but it's taken 2 days, and it's really good news, particularly as I've seen we've got quite a few people down here in wheelchairs and mobility scooters as well, which means that this is going to transform their holiday. It's going to mean that they're going to be able to get down to the beach. So we're going to take a walk along the seafront now. We're going to see whether these boardwalks have now been put down. We're going to see if the accessibility points have been set up, so let's go and check it out. But first we're going to have a very quick chat here to a visitor who's over here from Scotland, over here in Palmanova. Okay, so I've just met Kenny from Five. Kenny, you're over here in Palmanova. Tell me about your holiday.
Yeah, so it's great so far. We're staying at the Casa Bonairs, which is just up the road there. We've actually been coming to that hotel since about 2002, so that's just over 20 years we've been coming here. Pre-kids, pre-marriage, and now after kids and after marriage as well, and we really like it.
Tell me about the building works behind the Casa Bonairs Hotel. Have you noticed the building works? What's it been like?
It's not a bit of noise at all. There's a couple of cranes that are behind it. I think they're electric cranes, so there's actually no engine noise whatsoever. To be completely honest, it's not even been a factor. Okay, and what's your favourite thing about Palmanova? Do you know what? It's really clean. It's really nice. The people are friendly. The restaurants are really nice. We have quite a few favourites we return to every year, and I think it's flat as well for different members of the family, so I think it's because it's so familiar to us. We've got so many nice memories over the years. If we go anywhere else, we always keep saying it's not the same as Palmanova, to be honest, so yeah. And go and give us some restaurant names. What were your favourites? So the favourites definitely, we like B-Max, we like the Florida. I like going into the Scotsman obviously for a pint. If we do nip down to Magaluf, I like Robson Crusoe's. I've been going there for 20 odd years now. I really like it down there. But to be honest, I think for food, the Florida's probably one of the best. But B-Max, we've been going there since it was Godfather's, and we really like it there. Okay, and finally, with all the news that we've had about the protests over here in Mallorca, do you feel welcome over here still? It hasn't affected us whatsoever, and we're speaking to some staff and are ringing here as well, and they're basically saying the same. They need tourists, they need the business to keep the place running. There's been absolutely nothing at all. That is fantastic. Kenny, thanks ever so much for talking to me. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Thanks very much, thank you. And it's also looking quite busy down this side of the beach too. Now we've got a little bit of sun and cloud today, a little bit of cloud coming over the hills, but it's still around 23 degrees. It's warmed up on yesterday, thank goodness, but let's keep walking down along the beach. And it's a busy day down here on Son Matis Beach, because I've just bumped into Jim. Jim, whereabouts are you from?
We're from Cornwall, a little place called Loo. We've been coming here for 45 years to Mallorca and 25 years to the same hotel here, which is the Allure Sun up in Torrenova. Okay,
and what do you like about Palmanova?
It does everything it says on the tin, to be honest. You don't have to go in Magaluf if you don't want to, although we do have a stroll around there, but we're more interested in staying around Palmanova and Torrenova. because it's just a lovely part of the world, and they've spent a lot of time doing it up as well recently, the restaurants, the pubs, and it's just a lovely place. It does everything we want, you know.
And where are your favourite restaurants down here?
A favourite restaurant is definitely Pirates Beach over the other side. Pirates Beach restaurant, that's one of them, and CISO's along here on the left, and then obviously we're all inclusive as well, so we get the opportunity to stay in or go out, but if we go out we go to Palmanova. Definitely visit Finnegan's. I think Finnegan's is probably the best on the island. Brilliant entertainment opposite Kathmandu, so you can go over there. We generally go down to Sunset Bar and Stadium and Bar or Palmanova. They're the sort of places we like to visit, and they're just great places.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you as well, with all the news that we've had recently, do you feel welcome still here in Mallorca after all of this time?
We followed all the news, checked it regularly, and we were surprised when we actually got here that we did see no protests for a start. Nobody was against us coming. We've had no animosity at all. We've been very welcome. In fact, the people that we visit obviously rely on the tourist industry. So without the tourists, they will have the money to support the island. So, no, we love it here, and we've had no animosity shown towards us in any way at all.
That is absolutely fantastic to hear. Look, have a fantastic rest of your holiday, and I shall see you soon.
Thanks very much. It's lovely to see you too.
Okay, so we're just coming up along Son Matius beach here. We can see as well they've now got the luxury offering out, which are the Balinese beds, these huge big beach beds. Now the pricing guide I was given was for around €30 for the day. I think you have to pay another euro or so extra for the mattresses as well. But that gives you a very different offering, which we've never seen before down here on Palmanova Beach. But we're coming up to our first accessibility area. Let's go and check it out. Now, well, the complete change from what we saw just the other day down here in Palmanova. In spite of the rain, they've been working hard to get the disability boards out. And do you know what? These are even better than the ones that we had last year. They don't sink into the sand. You can actually get a wheelchair down here, which is going to be good news for many people coming over here on holiday. So these boards as well go right over to the disability area as well. There's a little ramp to get down, which is great news. The only thing that's missing are the amphibious wheelchairs and the other disability accessories for the beach. I'm sure they'll be coming here very soon. But check this out, look, it goes right down to the water's edge as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Well done to Calvia Town Hall for getting these up so quickly, especially with the weather that we've had over the past couple of days. So we're just coming down along the back of Son Matius Beach. It's not quite as empty down this side. We have another cluster of sunbeds. It's right in front of two huge hotels, the Son Matius Beach Hotel and the Santa Lucia, the Globalis Santa Lucia, but let's keep walking along. We do have a lot of sunbeds down here. They're not all full. We've got plenty of supply down this side of the beach, which is actually quite interesting to see. Have they put too many sunbeds on the beach this year? Well, we're going to find out as we go on into the summer. So consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's completely free. I put out completely free content from over here in Mallorca, but don't forget to hit that notifications bell too so you don't go and miss those videos. And I'll just give you a few views of the beach here before we head on around to Palmanova. Looking gorgeous today, I have to say. Anyway, let's head on around the side of the hotel. So it's still quite breezy over here this week in Palmanova. Let's go and head on down the back of the beach as well. I want to see what's new down here too. Come on, let's get walking. Now we have got a major update from this far end of Palmanova Beach. I see a tractor and I see them putting up what looks like to be an accessibility area. Let's go and have a quick look. So I've got to say, it's not often you see tractors down here on Palmanova Beach. You see them in my part of the world, where I come from in the UK, in Dorset, but never down on the beach here. And that is because, well, they're building some kind of structure. I'm not sure what it is. Is it going to be a disability area? Who can say? But we'll find out in the next few days. And check this out too. Look, on Palmanova Beach we can see they've got the boardwalks down on this far side too, and they are such an improvement on last year too. This is great for pushchairs, great for buggies, and great for anyone that needs just a little bit of help to get down here onto the beach. And let's see what's going on here too. Is this going to be a beach bar? Let's have a look around the side. And I think it's going to be, I can see some fridges in there, I can see some cooking equipment, and I can see some beer taps in place too. So it looks like if you're staying down this side of Palmanova Beach, then you can be able to grab yourself a drink from these beach bars. But I have to say, this is a great offering. It's nice to have a beach bar actually on the beach. But for everyone coming down here, I'm going to put this out here too, might be a little bit controversial, but please support the local businesses in Palmanova behind the beaches. If they're setting up beach bars down here on the beaches, we've got a ton of businesses that run all the way down the back too. I don't know what the prices are for this new chiringuito that's going up here. We'll find out in the future, but please support all these established businesses that are down here in Palmanova Resort, because they really depend upon you to be able to keep going as well and to provide that fantastic service for you. So I'm just going to put that out there. Anyway, let's keep walking. Okay, so let's leave the beach bar behind. Let's keep walking down. So this is also a welcome sight. Now I can't believe how quickly they've got possibly the largest boardwalk over here on Palmanova Beach down. I'm right next to the Il Tringo beach bar restaurant, which you can see in front of me. It's looking very nice today. But check this out, look, the boardwalk is down here, and once again it's not sinking into the sand. Hope it keeps maintained over the summer as well. What fantastic access we now have down to Palmanova Beach. So I can see in the distance there's an amphibious wheelchair too, but this is going to make a big difference to people's holidays down here. So they've kept the main access point for right in front of the Il Tringo beach bar, right ahead of me. Further down Palmanova Beach, look, you've got the volleyball area as well. You've got the area where you don't need to rent sunbeds too. It's quite a large area, which is also great to see. Okay, so I couldn't come down to Palmanova without checking out at least the front of the very brand new Palia Hotel Tropico. You may remember, if you saw my nighttime video from just the other night from over here in Palmanova, you would have seen that they were racing to get it opened. It's now open, so let's turn the camera around, let's go and check it out. And I can see people around the swimming pool, I can see people on the balconies. The hotel has now opened, which is absolutely fantastic to see. And it looks very nice and new. You can see this whole huge seating area right in front. The swimming pool is just above. But what a lovely addition to Palmanova seafront here. Great to finally see we've got holiday makers in it for this summer. It's just coming down Escargador Beach. Here I can't see any sign of the new wooden boardwalks down here. Let's go and take a quick look and just see if they're a bit further up the beach. So we're just coming up to the old Can Blanc beach bar. This hasn't been renovated, this hasn't been opened. I'm pretty sure we'll see movement down here actually. If they're opening up the beach bars over on Palmanova Beach, I'm pretty sure they're going to get to this side of Palmanova, and we may well see some changes down here very soon. Oh goodness me, I'm just by the taxi rank down here on the far side of Escargador Beach. You can see we've got quite a few people waiting. I don't know whether they are going to be waiting for a tour bus or indeed for a taxi. Who can say? I can see we've got the cruises in this afternoon. Is this going to be a pickup point? I'm not sure, but I do know this is a taxi rank. And just taking a quick look right here along Escargador Beach and all the way down to the left hand side. Okay, so that's a very quick look at Palmanova Resort today. We can see down here on Escargador Beach there are no boardwalks that lead down to the water yet. Maybe they'll come down here, maybe they'll put some boardwalks down. I suspect that they may well appear in front of this new beach bar in the future, or failing that, right at the very end, but we shall see. But it's great to see that since Monday, since my news update from Monday, that they've managed to get these new boardwalks down, and they've got them largely installed along here. So if you are coming over on holiday within the next few weeks, and I'll take it back what I said in my video from Monday, don't worry too much. There are plenty of ways you can get onto the beach. If you're over here in a wheelchair or you do have accessibility issues, it's really good to see actually. It's going to really make the difference to people's holidays, and so it should as well. This is a holiday resort, it's a purpose-built holiday resort, and of course we want to offer the very best for you coming over for your holidays this summer. And I just have to say it was a pleasure to meet so many of you over here in Palmanova today, whether you appeared on this video or not. And also a big hello to the guys that I met in front of Rogers just further down on Palmanova Beach too. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I'm going to be back in the resort with more updates coming up very, very soon. Don't forget you can also find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.